Good morning, Undefeated. What's going on? Kyle Henderson of Bama Football on YouTube. I appreciate you guys being here. Let's get it going right away. I want you to type S if you were excited about the news regarding Ty Simpson, that he is staying to compete, staying to be a teammate on this team. Love it. Love everything that he brings, right? Got Jalen Milroe, the starter. You got Ty Simpson. There's nothing wrong with having quality depth. So to get the show started, type S if you were excited about Ty Simpson, about the news of him coming back for the 2024 start of the season. I am not shocked to hear this at all. That's why I was a little bit surprised even when it was like news yesterday. But news is news, and we're going to cover the news. Ryan Fowler, who had an amazing spring in terms of scoop and the access to Coach Kalen DeBoer, he was the one to post that yesterday. So everybody is saying S. And look, people love competition. Competition makes the product better. You want people in the room that add value to the overall unit. I understand there can only be one quarterback on the field, but there is nothing wrong with loyalty, right? Loyalty. There's nothing wrong with competition. Love everything that Ty Simpson brings to the table, and I wanted to start the show off on that note. Let me know where you're coming from inside the comment box. My name is Kyle Henderson of Bama Football on YouTube. I appreciate you guys being here, and let me know where you're watching from so we can get some shout outs. Good morning, Rodney, coming to you from Perdido, Alabama. George, what's up, man? I see you inside the comment box. Auntie Janet in the house. Jarvis, what's up, man? Appreciate you. LaQuaisha, good morning to you. Jared, all coming through with it right here on Bama Football on YouTube. All right, let's continue to get it going because I wanted to talk about these rings, right? These rings that Alabama received yesterday. And we'll talk more about Ty Simpson, and I'll take your calls, I promise, today. Yesterday, our segment went, and, we got things popping, but let's talk about these rings, okay? No, that's the Beanie Weenies. Okay, we'll get to that next. All right, rings on rings, okay? So yesterday, Alabama, which in case you forgot, won the SEC championship, okay? And they were able to get those rings. Look, let's type R if you think that this ring is off the chain, right? That is some serious bling, ice, whatever you want to call it. Type R if you are impressed with that ring. Look at that thing. Man, that is, honestly, I've been, we've all seen rings on rings, and you can go view the rings at the University of Alabama. But my goodness, I think that might be my favorite ring. And I get it. It's a SEC championship ring. You want a championship ring, right? Like a natty ring. But this ring right here, man, that thing. And look, Jalen Milroe is not a small dude. And for everybody asking about portal news, nothing significant regarding Alabama football this morning. If that news does come, I will bring that to you right here on Bama Football on YouTube via YouTube short or a video, kind of depending on where we are within our program formatting. But as of this morning, because the portal opened up at midnight, there was Sam Walters for the basketball team. He entered the portal. I was a little bit upset about that because I like that guy's game. I really do. I promise you. So I loved him coming off the bench. I don't know. He kind of just had that spark. But Alabama flexing on those rings. Everybody likes the rings. Those rings are, those are fire. Okay. So also what happened during this ceremony last night was the Beanie Weenies. Okay. So I refer to them as Beanie Weenies. I think Coach Saban called them steak and so the winner of A-Day had, an incredible, delicious steak. Now the losers had beans. And same thing with Coach Kalen DeBoer. Call them Beanie Weenies, right? You call them Beanie Weenies? Anyways, as you can see, the players having fun with it last night. They got their rings. And these are all defensive players, okay? Because the defense got the Beanie Weenies. And the offense got the steak. I think in this format, it's always going to... Look, if I'm out there for the scrimmage, I'm going up to Coach Kellen DeBoer if I want a steak, and I'm like, yo, I want to play with the with the offense this game. Chris is saying, oh, Franken beans. All right, so welcome to the show. My name is Kyle Henderson of Bama Football on YouTube. Let's get this sized up. Welcome to the show, Kyle Henderson and Bama Football on YouTube. I appreciate you guys being here, and thank you so much for taking care of us yesterday via Super Chats and last night. Last night's show was crazy, so I appreciate you guys supporting our fellow content talents right here on Bama Football on YouTube. And if you want to become a fan funder, part of the Undefeated, just hit the link at the top of the video. For as low as $2.99, you can be part of the Undefeated right here on Bama Football on YouTube. We appreciate you guys' support. Thank you very much. Beth is asking about the safety from Texas A&M. So, you know what's interesting about the transfer portal? So, during this transfer portal period, Alabama cannot take any players from the SEC, which is crazy. And that's a rule set in place by the SEC. So, anytime today, tomorrow, that you see a player from the SEC into the portal, just cross him off your board, because he cannot come to Alabama. And Alabama can't go to other SEC programs to go, refill their team, which is crazy. Probably one of the craziest rules in all of this transfer portal. Okay, so if you're just joining us, you're like, type S for Ty Simpson. Well, the news was released yesterday that he's coming back to compete. So that's why we're asking you to type S for Ty Simpson. I love it. As I said earlier, competition is great. Competition is honestly one of the best assets about business. Chris is saying S. You know, that would be interesting. Joris saying Traquan Fagans could come back from USC. And, you know, that would be interesting. Right? Because you had Damani Jackson come in, Traquan Fagans. I was surprised that he left in the first place. Who knows? That would be interesting to see. What's up, Patriot Live? Good morning to you, man. I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. All right, we talked about the SEC ring stinking beans, beanie weenies. For the portal watch, we will keep you posted on the transfer portal. As prospects get into the portal, we will bring that information to you guys. If it's someone from Alabama, we will discuss that. Before I take calls, and let's talk about transfer portal needs. Okay, so what I'm asking you, Undefeated, right now is type offensive line, type defensive backs. If you think those are the areas of need that Alabama needs to go into to elevate their units. Jared saying 49 of 235. I need to hit the thumbs up. Yeah, I appreciate it. So what I'm asking you, do you think, and Kalen DeWar said this as well, defensive backs and offensive line? Todd is saying big respect for Ty sticking around. Look, man, we have seen quarterbacks here. We have seen players in certain positions. It only needs one season for things to pop off. And you're only one play away. Think about guys like Mac Jones, who came in, waited his time. You think about players. All right, here's another question, Undefeated, before I take my next two calls. Who are some players that just waited one season? You could honestly say Devontae Smith. By the way, Devontae Smith got absolutely paid yesterday. Not surprised to see it. Chris Broswell's another one. Only takes one season. And if you're at Alabama competing against the best, every single day you're getting better. And as we've learned, we're still watching Caden Proctor, the grass is not always greener, right? Got to be patient. Your time will come. Shane B is saying Najee. Noah's saying, Kyle, do you think Bama goes after Lambert Smith? I'm not sure, man. I think that everyone has to be on the board at this point. I think you take a look at the depth chart right now, and as you watch on A-Day, secondary is light. Offensive line is light. Those are the two areas I'm going to. And I asked you yesterday about this on a Fan Funder video. I'm going to take my calls in 1 minute. Let me ask you this, Undefeated. How do you feel about the kicking position? Connor Talty, some of the other guys in that room. Would it be out of the question if Alabama went to the transfer portal for a kicker? Does Alabama need a kicker? I want to hear from you inside the comment box. Type K if you are concerned about the kicking position for Alabama. Chris is saying he's going to be just fine. I appreciate you guys being here. Kyle Henderson of Bama Football on YouTube.